to No Reservations. I have Rana Sheikh and Misbah Khalid in the house with me today, and we're having a very riveting conversation about the television industry in general. Okay, I have to ask you this. What were you like as a teenager? Were you always this feisty young fighter who was out to get whatever she wanted? Were you a pain in the butt for your parents?
I was a pain. I was also a holy terror.
Then too.
Then too. And I was extremely impatient, and I got on people's nerves, and I was constantly itching to do something.
Okay.
And I was a kinhead when I was studying there. And I started taking part in debates. And I took on the government college boys, and that was very thrilling.
Oh, what fun.
Yeah. And so it's been like it's a part of my nature. I've never been able to sit still, and I've always wanted to change things.
Jarasim pehle se the.
Pehle se.
Okay. Misbah, what about yourself?
I was the complete opposite actually. I was a cry baby. I was a terrible cry.
Way.
I was really bad. I used to cry all the time.
Misbah, the terror was a sissy.
Total sissy. Total sissy. Tears in a minute. You're like, oh God. You know, sort of, I used to be like, sab down feeling very sorry for myself. Nobody loves me and the thing. Hi, main bichari type thing. But you know, sort of, I think one fine day I woke up and I decided that, hey, this isn't working. So I sort of, you know.
You grew up.
I grew up. I think I grew up. And then I still cry a lot. When I'm shooting and everything, I'm still a sissy there. You know, sort of, I love all these romantic things and movies, and my husband just
Let's just say you're emotional. You're
I'm
a very
emotional
person.
I am a very, very emotional person, and I just can't defend that. I think.
Do you think that helps you as a director?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the kind of movies that I want to
yeah.
make. I mean, that's why I'm not the kind of person who's going to fight for a cause. Yes, I'm going to understand it, and but I can't do that. I can do that, but the movies I make will probably be very romantic, very soft, very, you know, sort of very feel-good movies type.
Fair enough.
That is my niche, I think.
Now, since we're talking about you guys being terrors right now, it kind of brings to mind immediately, unfortunately, this Swath flogging that took place. And of course, there was this ridiculous argument whether it's fake, whether it's not. The point is that these are things that are happening in your country. How do you have anything to say about that?
You see, I think that when we should have done something about it.
Which should have been a long time ago.
Which should have been many years ago. I don't want to take names. It should have been many years ago. When people had the power, when they had the authority, and they had the cooperation from the necessary countries. They could have done it. Now, so many years down the road, you know, that's what I did my serial on ARY. It was about terrorism. Now, it's become a part of our lives. It's become, it's gone into people's genes. If we had started out with a media strategy. And in that strategy, if we had figured out that this is what is wrong with this society, let's try and explain and take people along so that when something like a drone attack or whatever happens, then people are sympathetic, for God's sake. So they were kept in the dark, they were completely ignorant, and so naturally when suddenly you say that these planes are coming, they will get angry.
They're going to rise up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Misbah,
but we can still do something. I still feel that we can do something. Yes, we haven't done anything, but we can still do it because I think we have a responsibility being in the media. We need to educate people. We need to put programs out there that are, you know, dealing with that instead of hiding and sort of just listening to it and saying, okay, okay.
But is there any like a meeting? I mean, I would imagine, especially for a country like Pakistan, that there be some kind of across the board meeting with all the media people necessary, with the government, where you sit down and strategize and say, okay, these are the possible issues that are going to be coming up. This is how we need to be dealing with it. Let's sit together and work together on this because it's for the good of the country.
Dream on.
Utopia.
No. It will happen. It will happen.
It has never happened. I'll tell you why. Because there is a basic flaw in our characters. All of us. I mean, I'm like that.
I'm like that.
Each one of us thinks that
with the smart.
I know exactly what needs to be done. And we can't, you know, when you sit together, I mean, I experience this in PTV all the time. If I wanted to sit with the board of directors or with a bigger group to share information, to get ideas, you know, either they would become very secretive because they didn't want me to know, or they would become belligerent.
You face the same thing?
It happens. You have to have like-minded people wherever you go. I feel wherever your team is, you have to have like-minded people. You have to select them and make them, you know, come out and sort of sit with them and do something. Like on a broader platform. We really do need to do that.
One lesson that you think you have learned, let me ask you first, about life and people through all your experiences.
It's a very personal thing, but I'll just tell you very briefly that after I resigned as MD, I went through a very bad time with the government of the day, and that was a terrible period for me because suddenly at the end I used to work like a donkey from 8 in the morning till 10 at night or 12 at night, and I had really put my heart and soul into PTV, and then when I started reading every day, the papers would be full of something. It really broke my heart. And I then realized, it took a long time. I mean, I went into a shell and it was awful. And then I decided, when I re-emerged, when I came to Karachi, I decided the best way to deal with people is to really be a little patient.
Okay. Do you think it hardened you as a person?
I think so. I think so. A little bit, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Ms.
You become cautious in life. You do become cautious in life. And you become a bit sort of,
and you get hurt, no?
You get hurt because, I mean, I think you come alone, you go alone, and you are alone in life. No matter, initially you sort of, when you're growing up, you're sort of depending on other people. You think, okay, fine, this person is going to help you, or whatever, whether it's emotionally, with anyway. But, at the end of the day, you learn that, no, you're all alone. So whatever decisions you make, whatever you have to do, you're on your own.
Considering you just admitted that you're such a sensitive person, you're so emotional, the kind of stuff that you must have been battling individually, how did you handle it?
You have to handle it. You just have to do it. I mean, you have to sort of, you have to have faith. That is the main thing in life. You have to have faith. You have to believe that God is there. He's going to help you. I'm one of those people. I totally believe that. And you have to be very positive. Because you see, in life, you learn so many lessons. And each lesson teaches you something. So either you can drown in that, or you learn from it and you grow. And I think those are the trials that you have to pass in life, and slowly you grow, and sort of your wisdom tooth comes out. Sometimes very late. Sometimes very late, but you do.
So one lesson you learned personally,
that I'm on my own, that there is really nobody behind me as such. Whatever I have to do on my own. Oh, stop.
That's really sad.
That is really sad.
It's a very tragic ending.
Do you think there's ever a moment in your career, or even in your personal life, for a fleeting second, you wished you were a man?
Many times. I can tell you that.
I love being a woman.
No, I love it. I'm a very feminine person. I love dressing up, and I love wearing sarees and jewelry, etc. And I've always been a very feminine person. But inside, I'm extremely, what is the word? My driver used to say, I drive my car like a man. I don't know what that means. So, there have been times when, the men who sort of look at you and think. I'll give you an example. When I took over as MD, there was this man there whom I'd known from before in PTV. So he came and he sat on my right, and there were two other people sitting there. We were in a meeting. So he leaned across, and I was sitting here. He said, I'm just dying to give you a hug to congratulate you. I said, excuse me? I said it loudly. I said, why would you want to hug me to congratulate me? Would you hug a man? He was so embarrassed. But that's the kind of thing that it brings out. I become nasty.
And it happens because I remember when I started my work, I wanted to sort of prove myself. So basically what I started doing, wrongly so, is I put on weight. I started dressing like a guy. I had my jeans because I didn't want people to think I was a woman. So I've sort of, even my mannerisms became like a chub. Because I wanted to prove something to everybody. Yes, I know my beep. Whatever. But the thing is,
I know my beep. Yes. Okay.
So then I realized, I said, why am I becoming a man just to prove that I can do my work? I can still be feminine.
Yes.
I can still be myself, and I can still prove to them that I can. And I know my beep.
All right. Okay. We're going to take a very short break, and then we're going to come back for the AA round. Or we call the AA. Actually, now it's AAK round. But that's going to be just quick one-liners. Really fun round. You need to stay tuned for that. So don't go anywhere. You're watching No Reservations. Please stay with us.